your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. Overheard them mention hater, not a pretty word like moist or moisture. Wanna quit, but you know I'm a soldier. Try to get me out, you know it's game over. Say it's toxic, chaotic, unhealthy. Always play my cards right, don't test me. I'm not here to play nice, no I can't be. And if you're trying to stop me, that's a guarantee. Too many people try to get me out, and it worked for a second, but I'm back now, better than ever. Welcome to the drama castle. I am your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. You try to stop me, but you can't. Too many people try to stop me, but you can't. You can't.
Blah, 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 felt, sound like lost cows. Live more like fake cow, more like low cows. All that moving on the timeline. You too poppin' when you should be on that move too. Hey, Keemstar, you faker than some glazed donuts. I see your thumbnails, I'm like, that don't make no sense. Boogie fake cancer, oh, you think we didn't know? I guess he missed the memo. Hey, Becky, I got a question for you. What's the sentence for a falsified crime? If you're innocent, why you dodging all my questions? Hey Michael, where you at, man, where you at? Kid behind the camera, more like kid behind the bars. Kid behind the camera, more like kid behind the bars. Kid behind the camera, more like kid behind the bars. Kid behind the camera, more like kid behind the bars. Man, I should just hop off this app. Everybody lying, what's the point in that? The liars get the love, so I should probably go and lie on the track. They say you should tell the truth, but that ain't true. You gotta keep it fake, it's the only way to break through. It's so much faker than you think it is. Oh, it's faker than you think it is. Yeah.
What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Let me clear my throat because this is gonna be a lot of talking I'm about to be doing. I did a poll and I asked y'all what y'all wanted me to talk about tonight because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I just want to know what y'all wanted to talk about because I'm tired of making all the decisions. And y'all got a voice, so use it. And the poll was obviously a topic for tonight, right? And we had Kid Behind the Camera drama, Power Rangers drama, Andy Signor drama, and a gaming chill stream. And clearly, obviously, you know which one won. So I want to thank everyone who took the time to vote. I left it up for an hour. There was a decent amount of people who voted. Appreciate y'all. So I'm going to give the audience what they want, which is to talk about this Kid Behind a Camera drama. And then maybe I'll do another poll and we'll do the next three and see what you guys want to talk about tomorrow. So keep an eye on my posts. I'm gonna start using them more and let you guys kind of decide what to talk about here and there. So just keep that in mind. So hello everybody in the chat. Let me say hello to you beautiful people. We got the beautiful Jillykins. We got Steven Billings. Hello, how are you? He got the popcorn ready. Yep, got that popcorn. Get that popcorn. And Jillykins obviously putting up the GoFundMe. Appreciate you. Because as much as people can clown on me for being a broke bum bitch, one thing I'm not is a domestic abuser. So, I mean, I got that going for me, you know. I'm also here. Hello, hello, Revelations. How are you? Appreciate you for being here, Revelations. On early. I'm usually late. I'm sometimes either late or I'm early. I'm never on time. Todd is here. Have y'all heard about the Corey X Kenshin drama? No, I haven't heard about that. I'll take a look though. Georgina Floyd. Hello, Georgina Floyd. Long time no see. How are you? We got Susie here in the chat. So I'm gonna give y'all before we get into this, I'm gonna give y'all a trigger warning. This is obviously a topic of DV. So I know a lot of y'all out there have experienced that. So this is your trigger warning because we are gonna be talking about this. So I don't want anyone getting upset. So I'm just giving y'all that disclaimer now. That way, when you guys come in, maybe I should like put it in the banner. Should I make a banner doing a warning? Like, yeah, I'll just do that in the banner. Just let me fix that. That way, that makes more sense. Let me do a trigger warning in the banner. Hold on. All right, let's see. All right. We'll actually add another one. There we go. That way, people who are coming in, they can just read. There we go. We'll put a warning there. That way, like I said, I don't want anyone to get upset. What up, Jeff Hulk Hemp? How are you? Okay. So here's a funny thing, right? Apparently AI is getting crazy. So AI apparently, when I was doing some research, I came across an article involving this kid behind the camera stuff. And when I clicked it, I saw one of my thumbnails as like heading, and I'm reading it like, wait, what the hell? I didn't make this. And when I looked at it, it was like an AI generated thing, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And it literally reads like it'd be something that somebody wrote, but it's not. So, for context, for people who don't know what's going on, let me see if I can like get that article actually, because I could just read the article, which is actually done pretty well. It's actually done very, very well. I can read it off to you guys and make it easier. Give me a second. Clearly, I wasn't very prepared. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. Because sometimes I forget my computer is really stupid. And it lags a lot. So give me a second so I can just do this. That way we can have a show. All right. There we go. All right. That should do it. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well. Because I need to give like content. Every time I cover a story in my audience here, like no one knows what the hell's going on. Like people don't even know like everybody I talk about. So I'm just like, all right. Okay. So I'm gonna like read you off basically who is Kid Behind a Camera. And this is by the way, this is an AI generated article that used my thumbnail when I covered this arrest situation when it happened, which is hilarious. But okay, Kid Behind the Camera is a popular content creator known for his engaging vlogs and family antics, often featuring his girlfriend Bridget and his relatives. With millions of followers, his channel has become a staple in the realm of family-friendly vlogging, which I heavily disagree. I think AI is tripping with that one. However, his recent arrest has raised significant eyebrows and added a layer of complexity to his public persona, drawing scrutiny from fans and critics alike. So, the arrest, what happened? According to reports from April 2025, Mike was arrested early in the month and charged with DV. Now we know it's third degree DV, by the way, from the police report. Efforts to confirm the legitimacy of these claims led to mixed reactions as fans initially speculated whether the charges were fabricated or an elaborate hoax designed to garner attention. However, Mike himself allegedly confirmed the authenticity of the charges, stating they were not fake. Allegations of DV. This is the next part. The exact details surrounding the charges remain somewhat murky, leading to a plethora of speculations. Initial discussions suggested that the incident involved Mike and either his sister or his girlfriend Bridget, which that's true, that did happen. Allegations of verbal and physical altercations during a heated argument have surfaced, which, by the way, now we know it's confirmed it wasn't the sister, it was Bridget, due to the 911 call. Observers noted the striking duality in how these allegations compared to incidents involving other YouTube personalities, such as Wings of Redemption, further complicating the narrative around what constitutes unacceptable behavior in the vlogging community. Here is the public reaction, divided opinions. The YouTube community has responded to Kid Behind a Camera's arrest with a mixed condemnation, confusion, and support. Supporters argue that the allegations are exaggerated and untrustworthy. They point out Mike's long-standing presence in the community as indicative of his character. Critics, however, stress the need for accountability, calling for transparency in how creators handle serious allegations, particularly those involving DV. This ongoing debate raises essential questions about loyalty, accountability, and ethical responsibilities of creators towards their audience. Will the community continue to support Mike regardless of allegations, or will calls for change within the industry compel actions? Here's a comparison to other vloggers. What makes the situation even more captivating is how it compares to other controversies within the YouTube sphere. Many observers have drawn parallels between Mike's situation and the Wings of Redemption removal from a show due to allegations of DV against his wife during a live event. That's about, the incident at Fat Camp where Wings of Redemption pushed his wife. The contrasting consequences faced by these vloggers have sparked debates about double standards and YouTube's responses to DV, leading audiences to question the metrics by which guilt and innocence are measured in the community. Right here it says, what's next for Kid Behind the Camera? By the way, this is AI. This is all AI I'm reading. As the situation evolves, speculation about the future of Mike's channel and his personal relationships continue to circulate, with a court date set and further legal implications hanging in the balance. The outcome of this case could dictate not just Mike's career trajectory, but also have broader implications for how DV is treated within the YouTube community. The recent events underscore the importance of accountability for content creators as the lines between personal lives and public personas continue to blur. Audiences are left wondering how to navigate their support to their favorite vloggers when accusations of grievous misconduct arises. The overall impact on Kid Behind a Camera's channel remains uncertain, but the situation presents an opportunity for meaningful dialogue and potential reform within the influencers community. Conclusion: the saga of Kid Behind a Camera is a complex and multifaceted issue that reveals the fraught reality of living life in the spotlight on social media. As he faces legal challenges and the scrutiny of the public eye, this situation serves as a reminder of the responsibilities that come with influence and the crucial need for transparency and accountability in the digital age. Stay tuned, as further developments in this story will undoubtedly keep fans and followers on their toes. Make sure to voice your opinions in the comments below. What do you think about the situation? Do you believe there should be greater accountability for content creators? Let's discuss that. It was all written by AI. By the way, all written by AI, randomly found when I was doing research. I love AI sometimes, I swear. But I see new people pop in the chat. Let me say hello first. Hello, Real Pamster. I know these two and my sons are big AGP fans. Yeah, a lot of people are fans of AGP. That's funny considering the whole Mr. Beast AI thing a week ago. I know, right? What up, Shay? How are you? Yes, like the stream. Fatty Drama is my favorite. William here says, stop bashing Mike. He's obviously going through a lot and need our support, not hatred. Bruh. If he actually slapped his wife, there is no sympathy from me. And here's the funny thing. I didn't even get to bashing anyone yet. I was literally reading an AI article. How about you stay tuned before you start putting comments in there? I feel like you just weren't paying attention. You might have got here late. I don't blame you, but I didn't even get to bashing anyone. Calm your titties, please. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Now let's get to bashing Kid Behind the Camera. No, I'm just playing. All right. So that's what AI articles and pretty much basically sums up the whole situation, right? So just to recap, like you heard, back in April, he was arrested for this situation involving, now we know, his wife, Bridget. Now, we've already talked about the last time we did live stream, Keemstar and Boogie's reaction, because obviously they had to say something. And what they said was kind of nothing, like, I guess Bridget lied about it. And that kind of raised more eyebrows, right? Because we already talked about last time. It is a very common thing that DV victims protect their abusers all the time. All the time, which I get what people say, well, why aren't we believing the victim when they're saying it didn't happen? I'm like, but why are we also not holding the victim accountable for filing a false police report on somebody who's innocent? That's where this whole story gets twisted, and what people are really failing to understand is, okay, if she lied, why are we not holding her accountable for making a false police report about abuse? That's fucked up. And no one's really talking about that side of things. And again, do I believe that he actually, assaulted this woman? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. The police report is pretty damning. The 911 call is pretty damning, but also I wasn't there, right? So if I'm going by the 911 call and I'm going by the police report, then it looks like, guys, he did it, okay? And that's just my opinion based on public information. Based on public information. Here's another one. You're tripping. I've been watching for over 10 years. You just want clout, bro. Quit. You have 30 viewers. Just stop. You're making yourself look stupid. But yet you're here. You're here. Here's the thing, darling. I don't know if you understand the difference between opinions versus facts. I literally said I'm giving my opinion. And everyone who says that, oh, you're doing this for clout. You're doing this for clout. What clout am I really gaining? You're right. I only have 30 people here. So what clout am I going to gain? You don't know shit about them. Stay in your own business. Why? Do you know about them then? How about you educate us then, since you're the expert? You tell me, you've been watching somebody on the internet for 10 years. That must mean you know everything about them. You know everything about them then. So you tell us, because you've watched them for 10 years. So you know their personal life. You know what kind of breakfast they eat every morning. You know what their favorite store they shop at is. You do understand that you're basically talking about a parasocial relationship you're having with a content creator that you pretty much don't even really know, and they probably don't know you exist. Sure, Jan, sure. Sure, Jan, sure. Sure. That's what I want. So now, because you're watching me for the first time, now you must know me, right? Don't you love it when people come into like YouTube channels and they get mad at you for talking about somebody they've been sucking off for like 10 years is a long time, dude. 10 years is a long time. Find another show. Damn. Find another show. Oh, man. You're alive about some other people's lives. Yeah, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. So everybody else on this platform can talk about everyone else's lives, especially when they're public figures. But when I do it, because you don't like what I'm saying, it's bad. It's bad. It's clout. You've been on YouTube for 10 years. You should know better. You should definitely know better. Here's the funny thing. I literally made a poll. This is what my audience, my small audience over here, wanted me to talk about. I gave them options. There was 4 options. They chose to talk about this. So I don't know why you're pressed. Okay, well, if I'm annoying, then go away. Go away. Go watch somebody else. That's fine. I don't care. I don't even know you. You just came here to run your mouth. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. No one's forcing you to watch this trash content then. Go watch somebody else. Go watch Kidbehindacamera. Wait for him to update you on that court case that's coming up. That was supposed to be done in May, but like, go watch him. Go suck him off. You're not gonna get ass pats for coming here and defending him. Hey, Mike, I went to this YouTube channel. They have under 4K subs. And they only had 30 people watching, and I clowned on her. I talked shit, and I defended you. I defended you, Mike. She doesn't know what she's talking about. I've been watching you for 10 years, bro. Notice me. Notice me. Notice me. Oh, I love it when I get like haters in my chat. I love it. The mods, do not touch them. I love these people. And you're going to be streaming about another couple you wish you had what they had. Keep dick riding them. Bro, what? Yeah, I want to be in a relationship where I get drunk and fucking call the cops on my significant other. That's the type of relationship I strive for, guys. Don't you strive to be in a relationship like that? Where I have to get a divorce, but I'm still like living with my ex, the father of my kids, and we get drunk one night, and then I have to call the cops and accuse my husband of slapping me so hard I see lights. That's the kind of relationship I strive for. You got me, buddy. You got me, buddy. So smart. You're so smart. I'm so jealous. I want to be with Kid Behind a Camera so bad. I want to get slapped like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. That's insane. All right. I've had enough of you. Bye-bye. Thanks for showing up. Pressed. Anyways, anyone else before I continue talking about this? Like, get your shots out now so I can continue on with my stream. Thank you. Friggin' weirdos, man. Weird people. See the parasocial relations. This is why these topics need to be discussed by a lot of people, because again, people don't give a shit. They just want to suck somebody's teeth because they're a big content creator. You don't care about the truth. Do you actually care if he actually hit her or not? Because I actually do, because a lot of YouTubers get away with this shit all the time. Now, again, I'm going by what's publicly available. My opinion, based on the facts that are publicly available, is he hit the woman, right? But I don't know for sure. But I can't give my opinion without some fucking psycho coming to the chat getting mad about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it on the internet, but everybody else has been talking about it. I hope this dude is going to every live stream and video about this dude. I hope to God he's just not doing this to me. Because if you are only doing this to me, you're a fucking hypocrite. There are so many bigger content creators talking about this. So many people. I don't need a Snickers. I'm chill. I'm vibing. That shit makes me laugh. But hello, Hollywood Huggy. How are you? Ask him if they are friends with freaking Ranger. That's crazy. Hey, I don't mean anything by this, but Bridget, if she was a victim, wouldn't she claim to be one? They were both drinking. That's the thing, though, is like I said before that person came in and like completely sparked out on me. Basically, what it comes down to is a lot of victims, they do defend their abusers because they're in a relationship with their abusers, obviously. And this is a woman who has children with this man. And, you know, I don't know their situation, like that dickhead pointed out, to that level, right? So for all we know is she could be saying that she's not a victim and she was lying because, you know, who's going to take care of her and the kids? I'm going to assume that Mike is the primary caretaker. So why would she want the father of her children to be locked up for something as like, okay, it was just a stupid drunk night and you slapped me and I don't want you to go to jail for it type shit. But there's so many layers that people like that asshole in the chat earlier don't really grasp. And a lot of people who are coming at me like, you guys just don't want to see it. And that's fine. If you don't want to see it, then don't talk about it with people who are trying to like understand what the fuck is going on. All right? Because like I said, victims, they will defend their abuser for a magnitude of reasons, but also there's the conflict here of, well, if he didn't hit you, why the fuck lie to the cops? Well, I just want him out the house. Okay, but you could have gotten him out the house when she called Keemstar, right? Keemstar called her, sorry. Keemstar called her during the stream when he was talking about it. And she said her story was, well, I was mad. We got into a fight. He started throwing things. And I called the cops because I wanted him out the house. And I called the cops because I was scared. All right? All she had to do was call 911 and say, hey, we got into an argument. We've been drinking. He's throwing stuff. And I'm scared. The cops would have showed up and probably have told him he had to go somewhere for the night. That's normally what most cops do when they respond to calls like that. She didn't have to say, oh, he hit me, because you know there's a big difference between calling the cops and being honest and saying, hey, he's angry, he's throwing shit at me, I need him to go. You know, if the kids were there, because people kept asking about the kids, according to like, you know, the police report, the kids weren't witnessed to this situation. But if the kids were there too, you just say, hey, me and my husband, or soon to be ex-husband, we're fighting. He's throwing stuff at me. The kids are here. Can you just I need him to leave. I'm telling him to leave and he's not leaving. The cops will show up and most likely tell him, hey, what's going on? You're going to have to leave for the night. Don't come back or whatever. And tell the girl, hey, if you want to pursue any, restraining orders or whatever, this is how you do it. But she said he hit her. And that's crazy to me. Because to me, I'm sitting here like, why would you do that knowing damn well he's going to get arrested and then go back and say, well, I lied. I just wanted him to leave the house. That's fucked up. Because again, two things, guys. If she lied, that's fucked up. Why is she not being held accountable? Why is she not being held accountable if she actually did lie? But I don't know. That's why everyone's talking about it, because it's like there's a police report that he admitted he hit her. Which then, if that's the case, why would he lie about hitting her? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. No sense at all. And I think that's why everyone's so confused and trying to figure out, like, well, is he an abuser or isn't he? I see a little new faces in the chat. I always come here at the weird times. I know you do. I do care. He should have never landed hands on Bridget at all. I don't know. I just see both sides. I'm looking at both sides too. And both sides is if she lied about him hitting her, like that's fucked up. But if he did hit her, that's also fucked up. It's even more fucked up. Bobby says 911 call speaks volumes. Kid behind a camera is guilty and should be canceled. This is such a sad situation. AGP would not be happy right now. No disrespect to no one. I think, I have to go back to this comment. I think regardless of if he hit her or not, right? This situation is disgusting. Point blank period. Like both sides of this situation are fucking gross. They're gross. And like I said, going back to that asshole, because I know he's still watching, and I'm going to keep bringing him up because I know he can't type now, and he's probably coping and seething about it. But I'm going to say, respond to him again, because like he came in there like, well, you don't know them. Well, I don't know about you, but when you hear a woman calling the cops on her fucking soon-to-be ex-husband and saying that he hit her, whether she lied about it or not, that's a fucking toxic relationship. How are you going to sit there and say, I want a relationship like that, motherfucker? Absolutely not. Been there, seen it, done it. No, thank you. No, thank you. And I know from experience, people say, well, you're only doing this for clout. Well, I'm saying this because I have been a victim of these things. So I know firsthand how it feels to be in an abusive relationship and make excuses for your abuser and defend your abuser and lie for your abuser. That does happen. It's a common thing that victims do because we're so in love, but also so scared that we do the opposite of what we should be doing, was getting the fuck out of that situation. Why y'all talk about other people's situations? Because it's public. Public figures are fair game. Why are you here watching us talk about other people's situations? That's a real question. That's a real question. Let's see. Going down the chat. The phone call that was released def proves something happened. All I'm going to say is I love Bridget and Mike made a mistake, but he should be given another chance. Why does that always blur out? If Bridget gives him one. I mean, here's the thing, William. At the end of the day, I agree, right? It is a story that has gone public and everyone's talking about it. So it's a topic of interest, right? But it is their lives. If she wants to be in an abusive relationship, I mean, apparently they're getting a divorce, so I guess clearly not. But if she's that is their business at the end of the day. But like, when this shit goes public, of course everyone's gonna be looking at it like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is she okay? Like, what's going on in that situation? But I think what it really comes down to, though, is like, this is not the first time apparently she has lied, right? That's another thing that makes the story really freaking weird. Because it's not the first time she's lied to protect this man. The first time she lied, as far as I know, is when it came out that she was like 16, 15 years old when she started dating Mike. That's another thing that's like, I'm sitting here scratching my head like, wait, what? So she claims she lied about her age during that time as well. So we have 2 times she has lied for this man. And I'm just sitting here like, bruh, I can understand the first time. Girls tend to lie about their ages to be with older dudes. They feel like they want to be mature, so they need to be with a mature person. So they're going to tell you they're 18, and not tell you the truth, which to me, I'm still looking at that story like, how did you not know, sir? How did you not know? But either way, he stayed with her, married, had kids. Still think it's a little weird, that situation, but she said she lied about her age to, I guess, protect him. And again, don't know if that's true or not, but that's still a wild story. But it's not the first time she's lied about him. So I'm sitting here like, it's hard to believe what's true and what's a lie. But like somebody said, that 911 call, that was the truth. That police report, that's the truth. And both those things said he hit her. He hit her. And I'm curious because Keemstar said something about, I guess, she's writing a letter to the court that says that she didn't, like, that she lied about it, which I don't know the state laws where they're from, but that could get her in trouble for falsifying a police report, falsifying a police report. But that also maybe tells me, and again, I could be wrong, don't quote me, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know the legal stuff in other people's state. I mostly know laws in my state, but if it is possible that he wasn't charged by her, but charged by his state, which is why she has to write a letter. And again, I could be wrong. But the fact that usually when cops ask the person, do you want to press charges? They ask them there and then, and usually the person says yes or no. But if she has to write a letter to the court, it could be possible the state is actually charging him with it. But I doubt it. I don't really know. Like I said, we'll see when the court thing. But it's all public record. And whoever got access to that 911 call, because like I said, that's why it came out. Somebody really went in. You want to be mad at anybody for being too invested in the kid behind the camera situation? It's whoever paid money to get that recording of that 911 call. Because you guys do understand, you have to pay for records like that. You can't just get them free. You can't just call the police station and say, hey, I heard that this YouTuber got arrested. Can I get a copy of that 911 call? Nah, you have to like actually pay for those things. Just a fun fact. And once the court stuff is done, I'm sure we'll have more answers, to be honest with you. They have totally drug Bridget's name through the mud. The Green family is always making up lies. That's why nobody believes them. That's sad, though. That's sad. Like, imagine wanting to be a content creator and just like be completely fake and bullshit. It's just weird. It's fucking weird. Like, why wouldn't you want to come on this platform and be yourself? Why make up lies? I think maybe that's by design, because if you're known for lying and making shit up all the time, I guess when actual shit happens, you could just say, hey, just lies, bro, just jokes, bro, it's not for real, don't take it seriously. Yeah, that 911 call, totally AI, guys. We were just trolling. It's totally cool now to make fun of DV. It's totally cool to make fun of violence and abuse, guys. Yeah, that's a new meta on YouTube. Y'all remember Twitch when they were doing that hot tub meta? All them hot babes in the hot tub? Well, we out here faking crimes now. That's what we're doing. So that's crazy when people like think that. No, game. No, I'm not saying it's AI. I'm making a joke. I know it goes over some people's heads. I'm not that funny all the time. Sometimes I'm funny. It's a hit or miss. No pun intended. But it is a hit or miss. Oh, see, that was an unintended joke. I am so sorry. I was not even trying to joke, but it was just, I realized what I said and I was like, shit, that did not sound good. CR says, thank you so much for saying this. Finally realized it when he came after his sister as foul as he did. Let's see. Even if it gets dropped, DV still happened. The phone call speaks volumes. Police officers even witnessed redness on Bridget's face upon arrival. Yeah, so I've been seeing what people were saying about that. And there's this whole thing where people are like, well, she said he punched her. I'm like, I re-uploaded that 911 call and I listened to it many, many, many times. And she never said the words punch or slap. She said hit, right? And I'm pretty sure in the police report, it says that Mike himself said he slapped her twice. So that would explain, because people are like, well, if it was a little redness on her face, and she said he smacked her so hard she saw lights. It doesn't seem like he actually hit her. And I'm like, bruh, have you guys not watched? I was reading the comments and somebody brought up a point, and I'm like, have you guys not watched those videos of those slapping contests, those competitions where you see somebody slap people like really hard or whatever? It's a weird competition. Don't ask me. It's, if you haven't seen it, whatever. But you can slap somebody so hard that you can literally knock them out. It does happen. But oh, she does say punch 5 times. I didn't hear her say punch. Maybe I'll have to go back and listen to it. But the police report says Mike admitted he slapped her twice. Now, you can slap somebody so hard to knock them out, but, you know, the blood, you know, the reason why your face turns red is because, you know, the blood, right? You got a lot of blood in your face. So, you know, it is possible that, yes, he could have slapped her and she had some redness on her face, but that's what I'm saying. If the police are saying they saw redness on her face and she called and said she was hit, like, what the fuck did you expect the cops to do? And also, again, if she lied about it, why are you guys not holding Keemstar? Why aren't you holding her accountable? Like, you're not even holding her accountable. It's just like, yeah, she lied, but Keemstar is known for letting women lie about crimes against men, which is really fucking weird considering he has a penis. Last I know, he has a dick. So why are you letting women falsely accuse men of crimes that they either didn't commit or whatever? It's fucking weird. It's a weird story. That's why I guess you guys wanted me to talk about it, because it is a weird story. It's a very weird story. According to Boogie, there would be 100% have been a bruise when the cops arrived. Not true at all. Bro, have you guys never... Listen, there are some women who want a motherfucker to slap her in the face, okay? Like, slap me daddy type shit, okay? There are some kinky ass bitches that get slapped like that on a regular basis consensually. What do you mean there are gonna be bruises? Listen, please don't take any advice on anything from fucking Boogie, like, at all. Like look at Boogie. Just look at Boogie. He clearly has not made the best life choices. Look at him. Just look at that man. Do not take advice from Boogie. That is not someone who you should be taking life advice from. Okay? No offense, Boogie, but I'm looking at you like you did not make a lot of good choices in your life, sir. Just saying. Please do not take advice from Boogie. You know what I would have responded to Boogie with? Boogie, how many bitches have you smacked in the face that left bruises that you can say that that's a true statement? I want to know how many bitches Boogie over there slapping, where he knows exactly how many times and how much pressure needs to be applied to leave a bruise on a face. Because a slap does not always leave bruises on your face unless you are repeatedly hit in the same spot at multiple times. Listen, I got slapped in my legs a few times over and over and over and over again, and that left a bruise. But getting slapped twice really, really hard just leaves a red mark. Doesn't always leave a bruise. Everyone is weird over there. It's like a cult. Yeah, I was over there. I left. It was bad. Don't take advice from any of those hosts. All are heavily retarded. That's crazy. Gamer of the damned. A lot, probably. Never got a bruise, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Don't take advice from Boogie. Don't take advice from Boogie. Don't take life advice from Keem either. If you want to know business, yeah, talk to Keemstar about business. You can talk to Keemstar about business. Just don't talk to them about life shit, because the fact that they say certain things where you're sitting there looking at them like, have you guys no life experience? Like, do you guys not understand victims of DV and SA? Do you not understand how they actually function or not? Like, I know every DV and SA victim are different with certain things, but like a lot of them are kind of the same. They have similar traits that we all share when we go through some trauma. It's not that hard to understand victims. It is so common for victims of abuse to defend their abuser. And again, we're talking about a woman who has kids with this man. You really think that she really wants to lock up the father of her children so she can't have, food on the table for the kids or herself, who's going to take care of them? And also, like, she probably don't want her kids to, like, have to deal with their father being gone, I'm not saying, I get it. I'm not judging her. If she's being abused by him and she's defending him, I get it. I understand. But if she's lying about it, holy shit. It's like one of those situations where I'm looking at, I don't know what to believe, right? Because all this shit has been so fake and fabricated over on that fucking local universe shit that it's hard to tell what's real or not. Then we get a police report, then we get a 911 call, and now everyone's like, okay, this gotta be real. But now they're trying to say, well, it's not real, guys. She lied. She lied. Mind you, this happened back in April. We're now in July. We are now in July. I'm wondering why anyone even wants to talk to this chick at this point if she's a liar, right? If she's a known liar, like everyone says she is, why the fuck is everyone still talking to her like it's completely cool? This chick just called cops on people, but nah. Just talking to her all casual like. All casual like. And Tina will defend this, saying we are not God and cannot judge him. At this point, he could unalive someone and they would defend it. I mean, I'm at that point with believing that shit too. Again, I'm not saying... Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I am going to say it. I am not going to say not going to say it. I'm going to say it. I think that if Keemstar was smart, he would just distance himself from Kid behind the camera for a little bit. Just a little bit. Until his court case and stuff. Until... Like, that's what... If I was running a business, which I guess I'm not, never will, because I'm a shitty YouTuber who's never going to make it and use all this shit for clout, right? But if I was in Keemstar's position, which I'm not, I would probably say, listen, let's just take a break until your court case, and then we'll get that all out there. Instead, like, Keem just does what he always does, is like, sweep right away. Because I feel like it would make him look better if he just, like, said, hey, like, Kid behind the camera suspended until further notice, you know, and then we'll wait for his court to come out, and then we'll, you know, talk about it then. Because the one thing that also bothers me about this situation is how many times Keemstar has said, and even Kid behind the camera said, well, we can't talk about it right now because it's an ongoing case, you know, I got court and blah, 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 but yet proceeds to fucking talk about it. They did the same thing the other day when they talked about the friggin' 911 call. Oh, yeah, well, I talked to Bridget, I talked to Mike, and we got the court case coming up. We can't talk about it, but here, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened that night, even though there's an ongoing, he has to go back to court. Like, what? What? I'm scratching my head like, why are you talking about it and saying you can't talk about it? Guys, I can't talk about it. It's an open pending case, but this is what happened. What? And no one's thinking that's kind of weird, right? Because, like, I'm pretty sure if you have a case and you can't talk about it, then you don't talk about it. But here we got Keemstar, you know, camping out with Boogie and some random guy at a campfire, sitting there like, yeah, he's still dealing with this with the courts. You know, back in April, we couldn't talk about it till he went to court in May, so I guess something happened there. But now we can talk about it. Like, what? What? Where is Keemstar's lawyer right now? I need to have a word with your lawyer, sir, because what the fuck did you just say to everybody? And that's what makes the whole story weird for me. That's what makes the whole story weird for me. If you can't talk about a case, then don't talk about it. But then we got the whole story. This is what I heard, guys. Wow, what the fuck? Oh, man. That 200% this. Thought we couldn't talk about it. Exactly. Thought we couldn't talk about it, but here we are talking about a Keemstar. Kind of weird. Keem and Kid behind the camera have been friends for years. I mean, that's great. I've been friends with people for years, and then they've done some pretty fucked up illegal shit, and now we're not friends anymore. So, I mean, just because that's the thing about people, right? Like, again, I know I feel bad because this guy's probably going to be gloating because I'm bringing this troll back up again. But just because you've known somebody for 10 years or watched somebody for 10 years doesn't always mean you know them, right? Because a lot of the times, you know, there are family members that you have that end up being like the worst type of people. You grew up with Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe was like your rock, man. That was the homie. He helped raise you. All of a sudden, like, you're now 35 years old and you find out Uncle Joe got fucking arrested because he got caught sex trafficking women. And you're just like, holy shit, it couldn't be Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe? You know, just because you know someone doesn't always mean you know somebody. You know somebody as much as you are allowed to know a person. You don't know their inner dark thoughts. You don't know their fucking demons. You just know what you know. And that's not on y'all, but sometimes you guys gotta think, you know... Just because you know somebody doesn't mean one day they ain't gonna wake up, or you're not gonna wake up and find out that person is the worst person you've ever had in your life. Like, holy shit, what happened to you, dude? Why are you like this? You know? So that's why I think when people use that excuse, they've been friends for a long time. I mean, yeah, they've been friends for a long time. But that don't mean they know every little nook and cranny about things going on in their lives. Because, like, obviously, you're not going to go to your friend and be like, hey, just so you know, dude. Just so you know, dude. I don't know if you guys heard that. They're coming for Kid Behind the Camera. No, just kidding. I don't know if you heard String Lux. Like, but I like to hit my woman. Just want to let you know, like, some of my past hobbies, you know, we've been friends for a long time. Just want to let you know, I smack my woman once in a while when she gets out of hand. Ain't nobody opening up that fucking can of worms, right? But Stringluck says, all these YouTubers, Kid Behind the Camera, Keem, and Boogie have all become the lowest, shittiest tier of YouTubers. I wouldn't waste time on them. Let's just let them disappear over time. Their content just isn't worth it. Yeah, that's a lot of the consensus. But unfortunately, the internet is the internet, and there are some people who just genuinely don't give a fuck. Like, a lot of people I see talking about, oh my god, Kid Behind the Camera's a scumbag, Keemstar, fire him, he's a predator, he hit his wife, when are you gonna kick him? But they're the same motherfuckers that show up for his streams every single day and give him money. I don't understand. Like, make it make sense. Like, holy shit, if you guys are gonna throw money at the show and you want Kid Behind the Camera gone so bad, give Keemstar enough money worth booting him from that, because that's the only way Keemstar is gonna get rid of him. You would have to pay Keemstar more than the value of Kid Behind the Camera brings to him. That's basically what it comes down to. If you want him gone, pay him. Keemstar talks in dollar signs. Keemstar talks in numbers. I want you guys to really understand that. He basically said it. Like, Keemstar has never hid the fact that he does not give a fuck what his audience has to say. He looks at the numbers. When he said that, I'm sitting here like, and y'all are not listening to this man. That is the most honest thing Keemstar has fucking said that I've seen so far. He don't give a fuck about all this shit. He looks at the numbers. How is this gonna make me money? That's it. I tell people this all the time. You want to fucking affect change with these people? Fuck with their wallets. Stop giving them money. Once that money is gone, then he has to listen. He got to get y'all back. How do you do that? Well, stop giving him money. That's, like I said, the only option you have, stop paying him or pay him enough where he can afford to get rid of Kid Behind the Camera, because that's the only way he's going to get rid of that dude. I'm telling you right now. Yep, it never matters how long you've known someone. I won't say her name, but she tried saying he would never do that because she knew him for years. I don't know who her is, but I agree with you. I'm just going to agree with you. The hypocrisy on here will drive you nuts if you keep trying to understand it, Ray. I promise you, I'm the same way. Oh, I know. I've been doing this for a long time. Like, I've been covering a lot of these stories for a long time. I had, after the rebrand, all my fucking videos on all the people I covered are privated, which, again, I'm going to have to start putting them up there on playlists so people go back and watch all the crazy people I've covered in my time. But this story is definitely not the craziest story I've ever covered on this channel. It's just one of the ones where I'm just tilting my head like, why are we like this? Why are we like this, internet? Oh, I had like some other stuff too, but I got so distracted. Javi says, that's the craziest part. He said it so many times he don't give a fuck about his audience, yet people still throw money at him. Mental illness for real. Right. Parasocial relationships as fuck. Everybody wants to either fuck Keemstar, be Keemstar, or just get his attention. Keemstar, hi, I'm throwing money at you. Notice me. Hi, notice me. Here's $100 every time you stream. Notice me. Pay piggy. Literally. Every single time when I was part of that community, that's literally what it was. A bunch of, like, people called me a pick-me and I laughed. I'm like, bro, I'm just sitting here watching every single pick-me bitch in that fucking Discord wanting to suck him off so fucking hard, right? When I first came on the scene, he friend requested me on Discord. Never once talked to that man. Never once talked to that man in private. But I would see everybody really, really trying to get his attention, because they know that regardless of what you feel about Keemstar, he does make money. He does have some idea a little bit about what he's doing. It's just, that's why he can say, because I remember when he was talking about that shit, the mic stuff, he was like, I'm gonna monetize this, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, of course you are. Of course you are. Because it's money over actual morals over there. There's no moral there. You think if Mike was actually an abuser, I'd still have him around? I'd still be friends with him? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because I feel like you would look at him and be like, sometimes a bitch just needs a slap. I feel like Keemstar really is that dude. They'd be like, hey, Bridget got a mouth on her. Sometimes I can see you wanting to smack that bitch. I feel like that is a legit conversation Keemstar would definitely have with Mike about the situation. Y'all were drunk? Was she yapping? Yeah, you should have smacked her a little harder, bro. She should have saw more than lights. She should have saw darkness and then came to the light or something. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Money Over Morals is low-key a fun song title. Someone make it happen. I'll use AI. I'll make it happen. Yeah, because I was also, I was going to talk about, like, some hate comments I got when I did my live stream last time, but then somebody came in and did it live, so that was even better. But, like, I get comments like this all the fucking time. You know, I get comments like this all the time. None of you actually care. Y'all just want to use him in a situation for clicks. Y'all are marks. Oh, my God. And I'm like, bro, here's the funny thing, right? I uploaded the 911 call on my channel, okay? That is probably my highest viewed content right now on this channel in a long time, since I stopped talking about the Andy Signor shit, right? And I didn't even monetize it. It's not monetized. It's off. I don't monetize that type of shit, okay? I don't monetize it. I'll monetize me talking about it because I'm giving my personal opinion and take on it, right? But this is not mine to make money off of, this video, okay? It's not mine to make money off, and I don't want to make money off of somebody calling the police that their boyfriend fucking hit them. That's disgusting and gross, and I would never do that. So when you get people coming in the chat and talking shit about, you're just using this for fucking clicks, and you don't even fucking care. First of all, you don't know me from a hole in the wall. A lot of y'all are new to me, and I understand that. Y'all are new, and this is the internet. You don't need to know me, but, like, maybe get to, and you'll probably understand me a little bit better. And if you don't, then go fuck yourself, right? But I don't monetize this shit. I never will monetize other people's, like, stories like this, but I will give my take. I will monetize my opinion about it. Like, fuck you. You don't get to tell me I can't have an opinion. But I thought that was funny, especially when somebody came in and like, motherfucker, this video's sitting at 3,000 views as of when I uploaded it, like, the other night. And it's still growing. And I'm not making a fucking penny off of it. So, you tried. Nice try. Nice try. Not my thing. And anyone who's been following me for as long as they have, no, that's just not my thing. I would never profit off of some shit like that. That's why I don't do true crime. Ray, you should do true crime. This is why I don't do true crime, bro. True crime is not something I want to do. I'm not going to make money off of talking about fucking dead people and missing kids. It's disgusting. No offense to people who do, I guess, but, like, nah, I'm good. Diabolical. Uh-oh. We got TTS in the chat. We got to hit him with his catchphrase, because apparently that's his catchphrase now.
Diabolical.
There you go. Hi, TTS. How you doing? So Ray pins the comment. Wait, what? You need the merch to say Money Over Morals with Keem and Rican's face on it. That is a good t-shirt idea. 100%. Hello, Will. How are you? Much love to Will. Shout out to Will. Welcome, Will. How are you doing? Hold on. We're responding to Bobby. Let me get these comments. Hold on. Being a virgin in this day and age is a flex. Bro, it is kind of a flex. You're not dealing with the temptations of vagina. Bobby, okay, but I don't understand why his choice is everyone's business. Again, if he wears an atheist, or he was an atheist, no one gives a shit. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck you guys talk about. When it comes to religion talk, I'm out. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. If you're an atheist, be a proud atheist. If you're a religious person, be a proud religious person. Just don't push your shit on other people, and we're fine. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather listen to terrible true crimes than washed up YouTuber drama. But you're here listening to it, which I appreciate you. Trust me, I get it. Listen, if I was talented enough to actually be a good content creator, I would not be doing this, String Lux. Unfortunately, I am a talentless trash YouTuber for some reason people come here and watch me. I don't understand it myself, String Lux. I love all of the people in my community that supported me for as long as they have, but hey, I'm looking at them too like, why are you guys watching me all the time? It's because they love me, they say, and I'm like, I don't even know why. I'm crazy. But I feel you, String Lux. I 100% are agreeing with you. I think that out of everybody in the chat right now, String Lux is making the best point. The best point. I think that is a very true statement. I appreciate you for being honest. See, I love it when people are legit honest in my chat. Just don't be an asshole. We're good. You're never going to have me crash out on you for being honest. Just don't come in here with bad faith arguments and you're fine. You're right. I am here, but you're actually entertaining to listen to. Great personality. Well, see, I appreciate that. I guess that's why people come and listen to my trash YouTube content. And I'm also honest. I'm very self-aware that my YouTube channel is shit. Everyone tells me that, and they're like, this is how you get better. I'm like, I don't want to be better. I just want to talk about things that interest me, and talk about things I care about, and also have fun clowning on people who deserve to be clowned on. That's all I do this for. That's all I really do this for. And if y'all are entertained, you're entertained. If not, well, I'm sorry that I ruined your day or something, but because you're our trash YouTuber, I know. And I appreciate y'all. I remember Henry Resilient, you're a trash YouTuber. I know, right? Co, what is going on for $10? If the cash is there, we do not care. The slogan of the internet. The thing about drama like this is simple. It's not a shock, whatever it is. I mean, that's true, because when it comes, like I said, going back to it, thank you for getting me back on track. People were mad about this situation when it happened the first time, and then no one talked about it. When May came around, which was allegedly the court date for Mike to go, deal with this situation, it came and went and no one spoke about it, right? And so now we got the 911 call. It got brought back up again. And that was like, a couple days ago? Now people in the community don't even give a shit anymore. They talked about it. They were outraged, and now no one talks about it. It's going to disappear. And that's what Keem is anticipating. And that's what he knows is going to happen. That's the sad thing, is I will say this. That person who left the comment on my channel is 100% right, but about the wrong people. I actually do care. I think it's a fucked up situation. I want to know if he actually fucking hit her. It's really that simple. I do care. But a lot of people genuinely don't. A lot of people are 100% doing it for clicks. You can tell the difference, because I guarantee you there are YouTube channels right now that are going to milk this for fucking weeks. I'm not going to talk about this again probably until I hear an update about it. I never milk shit unless there's a new update or I want to react to something, but it's not going to be an everyday ongoing thing of me talking about Kid Behind the Camera, to be honest with you. Because I have a lot of topics I like to talk about. So, I agree with you. It's going to be a situation where we're talking about today, and then nobody's going to talk about it over on LoCal Live. Kid Behind the Camera might talk about it eventually, but people at that point are going to be like, oh, you know what? She lied, guys. We're going to ignore the 911 call and police report. We believe her now. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Angry Grandpa would have beat the entire Kid Behind the Camera, aka Michael Green. There is no reason to put hands on a grown woman with 2 kids. That's embarrassing for scaring her outside, fearing him. That's the thing, too, right, with the 911 call, is even when she called Keemstar and explained what happened that night, the one thing that people, again, glossed over, including Keem, because all Keem needed to hear is, did he hit you? Did he hit you? Because that's the biggest issue everyone's having. Did he hit you? She said, I was scared of him. I was scared of him. And there are people who pointed out, in comment sections, Reddit shit, this might have not been the first time this shit has happened. Because, if he didn't, why are you scared of him? Oh, well, he was throwing stuff. Well, that's enough reason to call the cops. You didn't have to call the cops and say he hit you if he didn't hit you. That's what makes it confusing. That's what definitely makes it confusing. And then Keemstar had to flip it around. Well, I heard something. No, I don't think I should say it. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to say it anyway. See how Keemstar always does this? Keemstar always does that shit. Oh, I'm not going to say it. I can't say it. Fuck it. I'm going to say it. I heard she was the one who hit him. He had bruises. She hit him. And I'm like, okay, but there were nothing of that in the police report, Keemstar. Well, if they both said that he hit her, of course the police are going to report what they said. Yeah, no shit. But then again, the question remains, why are they both lying to the police? Anyone got an answer for that? Why are they both lying to the police then, Keemstar? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please and thank you. Did you see Elmo going on Trump? Yeah, the Elmo account got hacked. I saw that. It's so hard though. You can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved themselves. I agree. The thing with women bashers like Mike that has always pissed me off, they are all guys I can beat up for fuck's sakes. Of course, that kind of guy has no qualms about smacking a woman around. Yeah, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, based on my personal opinion, not by the facts, I personally believe he definitely slapped her, bro. Like, he looks like the type of dude who would get angry and fucking slap a bitch. I'm sorry. Like, that's just my personal opinion based on, like, like, you look like the type, bro. You look like the type that would slap a bitch for yelling in your face. Like, I feel like you have some anger issues, bro, where you would definitely slap a bitch in the face. Personal opinion. Not saying that he did it or he didn't do it. Just want to put that out there. Just personal opinion there. I'm sorry. That's my take on it. I imagine all Keemstar fans eat lightly salted styrofoam. That's great. I love it. I imagine they eat paint chips, to be honest with you. What up, Mr. Love? I see in the chat. Javi says in the report, the officer as well said that Bridget had some redness on the side of her face, and kind of like when somebody gets smacked. Yeah. I mean, we just gonna ignore the police report, guys. The cops seeing physical harm on a woman is completely cause for saying it's bullshit because she said it didn't happen. What did she slap herself then? I want to know. Did she go, I'm gonna slap myself and call the cops? And then they're trying to like really dissect the clip and like you don't even hear him following her. You can hear her saying stop following me. You don't even hear anything in the background. I'm like, yeah, you kind of do. If you listen very carefully, you actually can hear him yelling at her in the background. By the way, you can hear him yelling in the background. If you really got to put the volume up and really listen to it, you can hear him saying stuff to her in the background. But even so, like, it's not like a big fucking like, oh my god, gotcha moment. It's like they had an argument. Of course he was going to follow her. That's what people tend to do in arguments. You always follow the person that walks away. Like, no shit. Like, that's not a sin. Oh my god, he followed her. He must have did. No, I'm not saying that. It's just people are like trying to dissect it. I'm like, let's just go by the things she said and based on the police report. The redness of the face was like the biggest thing for me. Like, how are you guys going to fucking sweep that under the rug? Like, what did she do? Fucking hit herself? Like, it's funny, too, because they're not even good at, like, fabricating the story to twist it or whatever. Because, see, for me, I'd just be like, well, her face was red because she was fucking crying so much. Like, like, at least if you're gonna make some shit up about shit, like, you don't know for a fact because, like, Keemstar wasn't there, I would have at least said something like that. Maybe she was just crying. That's what the redness of the face is. Nah, they didn't even address the redness of the face. They kind of just kept it moving. We're not going to talk about the redness of the face, guys. Keep it moving. Oh, man. She was shrieking like a banshee. Yes, she sure was. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I mean, I've been drunk enough times in my life where I've gotten into arguments with, like, people while drunk. And, I would never think in that moment I'm going to call the cops and say somebody hit me when they didn't. That's kind of wild. It's kind of really wild. Her saying that she saw lights when she got hit is what caught my attention too. I mean, I guess. But she was drunk, guys. We can't take a drunk woman's word for it. According to Keemstar. Michael is a wrestling fan, so I imagine he hits a bell before going in for the punch. I can't, bro. I can't. Can you imagine that? Bridget, come here. Come here, Bridget. Ding, ding. Ain't no way. Hold on. I'm hot as fuck in this room. Woo. I need to get some AC in here. That's crazy. The sad thing that is the DA probably won't pursue without her because there weren't worse injuries is a tale as old as time. Well, she's claiming she lied. So, I mean, that's probably what'll happen. is she's gonna write a letter and say that she made it up, which is kind of fucking insane to me. Like, I don't understand why you would say you got hit if you didn't. That's like, that's why it's confusing. That's why people are coming at Keemstar and trying to figure this out. Because, like, you know, if she is being abused by him, like, you know, people want to help her. But if she's lying about being abused by him, people want, like, to help him. So, like, I don't know which is it. It's like, how are you going to have a fucking line drawn between two people in a very clearly toxic-ass relationship? It's like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. You know, it's a toxic fucking relationship. Somebody hitting somebody. And if that's the case, why the fuck are y'all together? Well, this is why they're getting divorced. Well, hurry the fuck up and get the divorce. Because holy shit. And the weird part is, right, I remember, here's another thing I just thought of too, right? Apparently they've been getting a divorce. They're in the process of a divorce. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Hollywood Huggy, I know you've been covering Keemstar and LolCow shit like crazy. So maybe you know the answer to this question. Anyone else knows it, just answer. Were they supposedly going through a divorce around the time this happened in April? Because if the answer is yes, then in my head, it's like their whole argument was about one of them cheating on the other, right? Or something like that. Keemstar said it was, she found out that he was talking to other girls. But y'all are getting divorced, so why the fuck would she care? You see why the story makes no sense a little bit? Because, like, if y'all are getting a divorce and separating, why are you all still fighting over if y'all are messing around with other people? And I do recall back then, at least during my time there, you know, watching this garbage, you know, Mike and Bridget were very open about how they are very promiscuous, you know, with other people, you know, bringing other girls in bed and shit like that. So I'm still sitting here confused. If that's all true, then why the fuck would the argument even happen in the first place? You know, if y'all are getting a divorce, and even before the divorce, y'all were completely fine having an open marriage, I don't understand really what the problem is. I'm very confused. I don't know if I'm on the right track or not. I'm probably not, but I'm very confused. CR says if they keep this up, the court might split them up and put them both in a ward to separate them. Their kids do not deserve this. They need their mom. I do agree. I don't want any kids to be separated from their parents, obviously. Bro, they've been going through a divorce for 9 months now. Longest divorce I've ever heard /see. Well, some divorces aren't that easy. Divorce not that easy, because I think they've been together for a long ass time. Like, they've been together since this chick was 16. Remember that? Like, they've been together for a very long time. Divorce takes, so they clearly have, you know, assets together. So separating isn't as easy when you have a lot of shared assets, especially when there's kids involved. It's not that easy to divorce. So, I mean, I get it. Tina Turner protected him until her kids were grown too. That's also true. That might be another thing. Regardless, even if she cheated, how does that make sense? It's okay. No, I get you. It's just like a weird situation where I'm sitting here like wondering what the real story is, because I'm just confused as to excuse me, why she would be so pressed about talking to the girls if they're getting a divorce. It's kind of like crazy. Like, why are you still looking at your ex? Like, looking in your boyfriend's phone is kind of like bad, but like looking in your ex's phone is even crazier to me. Like, it's an ex, right? You guys are separated. I'm very confused. That doesn't make sense, because what girl would want Michael Jordan? Come on, Jordan. You know there's somebody for everybody. Don't be like that, Jordan. Come on, Jordan. There's somebody for everybody. There's somebody for everybody. Unfortunately. I think it's odd how she's retracting her statement, but yet got a protection order against him on April 3rd. Ooh, wait, I didn't know that she got a protection order. Did she? What the hell? I didn't hear about that one. Did I miss that? Did I miss the protection order? Wait a minute. How do I get my comment on the show? Like this. Like this. Holy shit. String Luck says it's a punching bag for everybody, apparently. That's crazy. That's a crazy-ass comment. Crazy work with that comment, sir. Sir or madam, I don't want to misgender you. You know, it's 2025. We can't be doing that. Ko says, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back, then no one else wanted them either. God damn. I know that's right. Hopefully, listen. Hopefully, my ex, hey, that chick can keep that man. That chick can keep that man. that did me a favor. I'm a cat. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're a cat. I don't know what to say. You stumped me. You definitely stumped me. That doesn't happen often. I'm lying. It does happen often, but not with somebody just saying they're a cat. It's like they father my mother. Okay, it's like my father and my mother put district order, but he still can approach me, and the cop didn't do shit until he tried to kidnap me on my own school. Jesus Christ, Emperor, that's dark. That's very dark. How are you? Is that real question? Objective from Krypton. How are you? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in here. If you were on the LolCal Live crew, how would you react to the news of Mike? Okay, for those of you who don't know, okay, because Hollywood Huggies bring up some shit, you guys need to know some context. So, I auditioned, quotes, air quote, I auditioned to be on LolCal Queens, like before that happened. I was part of the Discord and stuff, and I left when Becky Boop made allegations of SA against her ex, and they decided to monetize that, and I said, absolutely not, I'm out of here. I was also on the LolCal Rewind docket team around that time. It was very short-lived because shortly after I got on the LolCal Rewind docket team was when the Becky Boop stuff happened, and I noped the fuck right out of there. So to answer your question, had I actually gone through with the LolCal Live and I was selected to be on a show or whatever, and the Becky Boop thing happened, I would have still quit from that. But if the Becky Boop thing didn't happen and this happened, I would have probably quit. Because I think, number one, monetizing stuff like that is gross. I think it's gross. Especially like when it's like the Becky stuff was kind of like, I didn't believe that shit. That shit came out of nowhere, and the ex came out and said some stuff. I think they threw it under the rug, whatever. But I just thought it was really gross. I think for a universe like LolCal universe, I was not expecting it to be like that level of drama where it's like fabricated shit. And especially when it turned out, apparently, the call where Keemstar admitted that, like, he didn't believe that Becky was SA'd by her ex, even though, he kicked the ex out of the Discord and all this weird shit. I just couldn't do it. So, like, if this happened, if I was over there, I would quit. I would 100% quit. I don't want to be tied to a, I don't want to say company, but, like, I guess, production, I don't know what the fuck you want to call them over there. I wouldn't want to be associated with that. I wouldn't want to be associated with that at all. I definitely wouldn't sweep for him. And I'd have the same opinion I have now, so I probably wouldn't last there because, again, I'm going against Keemstar, against Keemstar's take on it, and he probably would have booted me. Don't forget, Keemstar likes realness, but he pretty much has an entire YouTube universe where it's all fake. So, I'm all set. So, good question, though. She's claimed she has one, but it's entirely possible she lied about it because she was responding to someone on Twitter. Could have just said it as a defense. Okay. In regards to the protection order, guys. I'm good. Superman #1 movie in the world. Life is good. Yes, that's good. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy that the Superman movie did well because everyone's been fucking spazzing out over a goddamn movie. So I'm glad it's kind of over. You're too good for that show. You aren't a LolCal. I said that, but then I was hit with the response of, well, you don't need to be a LolCal to be on here. And I remember when Keemstar said that, I looked back on it and I'm like, you know what? He was right. You don't need to be a LolCal to be on the LolCal shows because Keemstar can make you a LolCal. That's what he really meant. Guys, you don't have to be a LolCal to be part of the show, but I can make you one. I ain't nobody want to be a LolCal for real. I'm a LolCal sometimes. I don't want to be a 24. I don't want to get paid to be a LolCal. I want to get paid to just be myself. That'd be great. If I can get paid to be myself, I'd be fantastic. His beard is not fake. Stop it, chef. Stop it. That's a real beard. Stop. We're not spreading lies on this channel. Okay, we're not going to talk about his beard being fake. That's straight. Why would we focus on the man's beard? Y'all got weird priorities in my chat. I'm not going to stand for it. Keem decides to have morals at the weirdest times. It is selective, isn't it? It's rather selective morals. I remember when I was on Savage Media's channel, and she had just gotten fired from the Local Milkers show, or whatever the hell it's called now. And I felt bad for her because I really like Savage. So I hopped on the panel, and Keem called in to like apologize to her. And I'm just sitting there like rolling my eyes like, this man sounds so insincere. Like, he sounds so insincere when he is apologizing. So I said something to him about it. I couldn't hold my tongue, and he basically just called me a dumb bitch and just kept it moving. And I was like, bro, like, Keemstar always does this. It's like, it's one thing if you're gonna say sorry, Keemstar. You know what's funny? He says sorry so many times because he never learns from every time he has to say sorry. It's just every single time he has to say sorry, it's always the same shit, different day. It's like you don't learn from any mistakes. You just, hey, do you? You're making money, so who am I to talk? You're laughing at everyone in the bank, but still, when it comes down to morals, he has very selective morals, 100%. Because people kept pointing out, well, you kicked off Wings for the whole him pushing his wife, but then people will argue, well, it was because he got into a fight with Keemstar. That's what they physically fought. I'm like, bruh, I'm putting money on it. That shit was scripted, and his wife was not supposed to get pushed. But she did. But I don't think the intention was, part of the script was, you gotta push your wife on the table. I don't think she was in on that one. Because, in fair, I know people want to go at Wings, right, for that. But I'm like, have y'all seen Wings? That's a big man. You're telling me his wife, who is like literally like, she's not tiny, but he's like 3 times her size. It's like a fucking bowl. You're telling me that his wife was trying to hold back a bowl and that outcome was not expected? I'm sitting there like, oh, she gonna get knocked the fuck down. Like, he bulldozed her, bro, because he's huge. Like, the fact that she even thought that she can restrain him was hilarious to me. I'm like, what, woman, what you doing? What you doing? You should know how much that man weighs. You sleep with him. I know your ass ain't on the bottom, so I know you know that at least smart enough to not be under this man. What makes you think you can push him back? That's why I'm cracking up thinking about it. I'm like, yo, this woman has sex with this man, okay? And she is not on the bottom. She is on the top for a reason. Thinking that she was going to hold this man back as he is fucking bulldozing his way to get to Keemstar. And she got bulldozed, all right. And everyone was just like, abuse. And I'm like, I mean, in that situation, I understand what you guys are saying. But I personally just think that it just wasn't supposed to go down like that. Because I look back at that Wings of Redemption situation, and I'm like, number one, Keemstar and Wings just pushed each other. They were just shoving each other. What grown fucking men who are fighting just shove each other like that? No one threw a punch? Really? That was not a real fight. I showed that to people who have no idea who these people are. I was like, is this a fight to you? They're like, no. What the fuck am I watching? I'm watching some fat guy fucking shove a dude like half his size, and like what started this fight? And I had explained it, and these people are looking at me like, yeah, this definitely seems like a fucking WWE bullshit type fight. Okay, well, I just think his wife got accidentally shoved too hard. That's a big dude. I'm looking back at this like, if this was me, I would look at it like an Indiana Jones scene, like, you know how the boulders fucking come down, you gotta run from them. That's Wings of Redemption in that situation, the fucking boulder, and I'm just fucking running from the boulder and trying not to get crushed. Like, that's just how I'm feeling. Anyways, I'm over that IRL shit too. Biggie stinks too, but Keem going, now do this, ha, he, is wicked immature. You're 42 years old, not in college, college frat. It's time to grow up. I mean, like I said, guys, as long as they keep getting money, it doesn't really matter. They don't care. They're not going to change. So all these people like myself, we'll just talk about it. Because, like, fuck it. We're going to give our opinions. And I guess if it generates clout, then it generates clout. I'm just here talking about stuff that I like to talk about. And again, I was part of this community. So at one point, very briefly, thank God. But, you know, it is what it is. So I don't know, guys. I guess we'll wait till, I don't even know if they mentioned when the next court date is for him. If there is one, I have no idea. But I feel like this is not going to be over. I think that now that people have gotten the 911 call and it's out there now, and the police report's out there, next up would be the court document. So I guess people are going to have to wait to see if somebody's going to access those court documents, or if Kidbehindacamera or Keemstar are going to actually release those court documents once it's done. I'm very curious to see what that is going to look like, to be quite honest with you, because because if he's going to court, you can't deny court documents at that point. I'm just like, bro, I'm waiting to see how they're going to twist this whole thing, because, like, regardless of how you look at it, guys, if you believe that Bridget lied, she needs to be held accountable. And if you believe that kid behind a camera, slapped her, well, then he needs to be held accountable. Somebody in this fucking situation needs to be held accountable. Like, everyone fucking fighting over who that is. Like, I get it, but, like, one of y'all needs to be held accountable. Like, which one is it? That's what I need to know. Which one is it? Because right now, everyone's leaning towards fucking Bridget, because Keemstar said, well, she told me she lied. She called in and said, yeah, he never hit me. I lied. Bro, what? What? Ma'am, any woman who lies about this shit needs to go to jail. I'm sorry. That like, you need to be arrested and do like at least a month in the fucking jail for lying about that shit. This type of shit ruins men's lives, and it also makes it worse for every woman, because, like, you wonder why a lot of men don't fucking respect women. You wonder why men are afraid to be in relationships with women and actually commit to women. Because when we start getting crazy in our fucking feelings, they're fucking afraid. You think that men are not afraid to be with women these days? Like, new women? Who wants to get in a new relationship with a fucking crazy woman? Because for all they don't know if you're the type of bitch that's going to pick up the phone and accuse them of hitting you when you didn't. So if you lied, Bridget, fuck you completely. But if you're a victim, Bridget, fuck him and leave his ass. Because I'm kind of in the middle with a little bit. Like, I don't know, but I feel like, I feel like she he smacked her. I feel like he smacked her. Co here with a $20 super chat. Thank you. YouTube channels typically are short-lived, of about 3 to 5 years. Even when they are successful, they tend to stagnate and plateau. I can't read. I'm quite surprised losers like Keemstar are still a thing. The internet has a short memory indeed. Well, here's the answer to that statement. Keemstar has had, as far as I remember, 3 separate shows. He started Drama Alert, then he had the Keemstar show, which was basically like old, like Locale Live before it became stupid, with this whole universe stuff. And then he did Locale Live. So he keeps making new channels for new ventures. That's why he's still in the spotlight, because he went from Drama Alert to these other YouTube channels to do this stuff. And that's just what he's doing. It's like he's kind of doing the similar stuff that he's been doing since he started Drama Alert, just new cast of characters and doing it a little differently every time. But that's basically what he's doing, is making new channels. Because y'all don't remember the Keemstar show. I remember the Keemstar show. That's when I really got into Keemstar. I knew who he was because of Drama Alert, but I really followed him with the Keemstar show, because he had a lot of interesting drama going on there, and I was there for it, honey. And I honestly feel like the Keemstar show was better than Locale Live. I think the Keemstar show was probably one of the best shows he did, and he did that with his fiance. And I thought they did a great job, and I felt like that was more authentic and genuine of him to have that show. But now it's just like he linked up with Kid Behind a Camera, and now it's all scripted garbage. Because people have said, like, yeah, Kid Behind a Camera is the one that writes all the fucking scripts for this shit. It's fucking weird. The last thing it says, maximum charge for false police report is 30 days in jail or a $200 fine. And they could most likely choose to not press charges against her because they believe she's a victim. Well, if she lied about it, she should definitely be fucking charged. she should definitely be charged if she's a victim. If it didn't happen. If it didn't happen. Let me specify that. If it did not happen, she should be charged. If it did happen and she's lying to protect him, yeah, that's kind of fucking crazy. Like when I say crazy, I'm like, dude, he needs to take some accountability for that. Is there not a chance that they are both lying and it's all fake shit like they've been doing for years now? I mean, the 911 call, though, that seemed pretty real to me. And then there's a police report, which looks pretty real to me. But it is the internet. AI exists. It is possible. Anything is possible. I would be literally shocked if I find out that 911 call was fucking AI. I will lose my shit and be like, I'm never touching AI again. The AI is the devil. But that fucking 911 call seemed pretty real to me. And I'm pretty sure if somebody really wanted to find out, I mean, you can probably get that information because it's public record. And that's how I believe it's real, because there's no way that a 911 call like that would be released unless somebody like called and got that recording, you know? I only found out about this today, so I haven't seen anything to do with this. Oh my god, I'm your first content creator that you're here seeing. I'm so sorry. Thank you, but I'm so sorry. The 911 call is uploaded on my channel, so if you haven't heard it, yeah, okay, so you haven't heard, yeah, you're gonna have to hear it. You're gonna have to hear it for yourself. Funny trash YouTuber don't check the new rules going to happen tomorrow. I'm not worried about the new rules. I'm not worried at all. Everyone said, "Are you worried about it because you're a trash YouTuber?" No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. This is low effort content, but not low effort content. So I think I'm good on like the mid-level effort. You shut your face. You shut your face. My AI music is top tier. Oh man, but I don't know, guys. I have no idea. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm hungry. I need some food in my system. So I'm going to probably go do that because I have nothing else to add to this topic other than just the same shit I've been saying for about an hour and a half is, I'm curious to see what this story is going to do. And I can't wait to see all the fucking hate comments I get because I already got a couple of them. Man, kid behind that camera got some fans. Got some crazy fans. Toy Guy says the 911 call was honestly horrible to listen to. Wow, more people are coming. I'll stay on for a little bit and talk to the chat. I'll stay and talk to the chat. Desmond. Oh my god. Guys, if you're new here, my reading of names sometimes, my brain buffers. Please forgive me. Sometimes I might just abbreviate because I'm really stupid sometimes. Kid behind the camera is garbage. I hope Bridget is safe. Well, she sounded safe when she called Keemstar. She seemed like she was fine. I hope she goes to jail for lying. If she lied, Emperor, don't say that. We don't know if she actually lied or like if she lied to protect him because it happened or if she lied because it didn't happen. We don't know. We're going to wait till it goes back to court. Be right back. Going to listen. Well, okay. What up, Dunes? Dunes Gaming, how are you? I don't trust either of them no further than I can throw. That's the saddest part of this. Like, the saddest part, I would say, for me with this whole situation is like, if Bridget is actually in a really bad spot with him, and because of this whole thing about she's basically sweeping for him, if it's true, like, if he actually does end up really hurting her, who's gonna believe her? You know, that's the saddest thing. Is like, I would hope that the best scenario for me with this is like she was lying, it didn't happen, but fuck her, whatever, we'll never believe her again. But I don't know, guys. It's such a weird story. Like, this is a really weird story. Southern Yankee says maybe they shouldn't drink, especially with kids around. Well, according to the police report, if we're going by the police report, the kids were not there. They did not witness it. So I don't know if that means they weren't there at the time. Maybe they were with a relative, or maybe they were sleeping. I don't know where them kids were, but according to the police report, they did not witness the fight, which is probably a good thing, right? You know, they didn't witness the fight, according to the police. This situation of where we have no real protagonist, every cast member in the story is just varying degrees of bad. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Because I saw people in comments too saying they're just both bad. I'm like, yeah, but like, they can both be bad, but that doesn't mean that somebody has a right to be hitting somebody. I don't think that's how it should work. Like, I don't think it's okay for, you know, her to just get slapped in the face for being angry about, you know, but again, like, they were separating. Why the fuck would she even care about, him talking to the girls or vice versa. I'm very confused. Is that confirmed? You said the kids were in the house when the DV happened. But I guess, well, according to the police, but they didn't witness it. But yes, I agree. Like, the kids being there, no bueno. No bueno. I had a friend who would not drink in the house with the kids home. She would always send the kids to like her, parents' house for like a night if she wanted to drink. So, I mean, that's just what most parents should be doing. The idea of a likable victim comes to my mind in this moment. A lot of people want a likable, perfect victim. Other than that, doesn't exist. I don't understand why anyone would want a likable, dislikable victim. A victim is still a victim. I don't have to like you as a person to feel empathy for you being a victim. Like, there are a lot of YouTubers out here I do not fucking like. I can't stand, but I would not wish that somebody would beat their ass on a regular basis. Unless they're the type of person that would wish that on somebody else, I would 100% say, you know what, if you're going to wish that on somebody else, I hope it happens to you so you can understand why what you said was fucked up. But other than that, I don't want people I don't like. There's no such thing as a likable victim. Like, that's the sad part, is I feel like people like to pick and choose on the internet what's okay and what's not okay. It's like, no, you know what? I like this person. You shouldn't be beating this person on a regular basis. But then you find somebody you don't like. Now, whoop that bitch's ass all day. I don't fucking like her. I don't care what happens to you. I hope he hits you harder next time. That's like the most craziest shit. Like, no one stays consistent on their morals these days, and it's really fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. How can you not stay consistent about your morals, people? It's like, abuse is not okay. You don't have to like somebody to be like, don't beat that person for no reason. That person did nothing to you that warranted you smacking them every day. Like, what the fuck are we doing, folks? I get it. It's the internet. You don't have to care. But, like, holy shit. Sometimes just keep them comments to your motherfucking self. That's all I'm saying. She had to be told twice. That's crazy. Oh my God, I can't stand you. I'm just kidding. I can stand you. Lasting Opinion says, interesting that Bridget has taken Michael's story as her own. He said he was the jealous one in the report, and now she's saying she was jealous. Weird how they both lied about the same thing. Like I said, I mean, she does have children with this man. It does happen. People, like victims of abuse, will protect their abuser. It does happen. The police report says that Michael did say he slapped Bridget's face twice and then walked back into the house. God damn. Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy, though. Like, I mean, listen. Have I ever put hands or gotten into a physical altercation with a partner? 100%. Did my partner probably deserve that? Probably. Probably. Did we call the cops on each other for it? No. We just realized we're in a toxic relationship. We need to fucking get out of it. But there's a difference between abuse and self-defense, guys. I say this all the time. But I've definitely put hands on a fucking significant other before. When, we got into a fight and they said some crazy shit to me. Or pushed me first and I smacked them 100%. But when you get to that point, you gotta be like, okay, if we putting our hands on each other, we probably shouldn't fucking be together. Now, should we? If we are arguing, listen, if you are arguing with your significant other to the point that you're gonna fucking call the cops and say that person hit you, you probably should not be fucking talking to that person. I know y'all got kids together, but maybe you guys need a fucking mediator when you guys have to deal with the kid shit, because clearly y'all can't be in the same room. Like, y'all are separating and you guys are sitting there drinking and having a good old time, and then you're still fighting. Like, it makes no sense. Make it make sense. It's a really disgusting, toxic relationship at that point. Like, I don't understand. Like, at this point, if one of them don't move out, because I don't know if they still live together, I'm gonna assume they do, but like, one of y'all need to like really move the fuck out. Y'all need to be co-parenting at this point. Y'all should not be under the same roof. So what I miss a lot. It teaches people if they dehumanize someone enough, anything can happen to them. That's never good. Yes, I agree. Bridget called the cops running down Central Avenue. Yes, that is true. Michael is out the house at an Airbnb. Well, he better find a place to go, bro. He better find a place to go. Like, if you're in a toxic relationship like this, guys, like I just told you, have I gotten into physical fights with partners in my past? 100%. It happens. We're fucking human. We have emotions, and sometimes we get fucking violent. It fucking happens to everybody at some point in your fucking life, you know? But when you get to that point, right? When you're in a relationship like that, it's not good. It's clearly not good. If you are so mad at the person you're with that you got to get into a physical altercation, walk away. Go away. Don't stay there. Because, like, that just means that person has pissed you off so much that you're willing to fucking strike them or call the cops on them and claim they hit you and shit like that. That is a fucking horrible relationship. And take it from my experience, walk the fuck away. Move out. Get out of here. Go. Y'all don't have to be together to raise kids. I tell people that all the time. Oh, well, I got kids with them and I don't want to make it. Bro, the sooner you rip the Band-Aid off, the easier it is for your kids to fucking adjust to the new norm. The longer you wait for that fucking separation, the harder it's going to be on your kids. Because your kids are going to be sitting there getting used to mom and dad under the same roof, living together, la-di-da, thinking everything is fucking perfect. Because your kids don't know. Your kids don't always know that there's trouble in paradise. To them, this is the norm. So the sooner you guys separate and rip that Band-Aid off, the easier it is on your kids. Because now, like, shit like this is going to cause so much trauma. So much trauma for them kids because they don't understand, especially if they're little ones. They don't understand what's going on. They have no idea what's going on. Also, remember, they've been separating since January, so they've both been seeing people since. Again, another point to be made of, like, why that argument makes no sense. That argument makes no sense. Maybe they aren't separating. It's part of the skit. I don't know. That's the problem with YouTube channels that fake shit all the time. You never know what's real or true. So it's like when this type of controversy comes up, you're sitting there like, what is real? What is fake? That's why it's sad that people even have to question if this shit's real or not. I've had so many comments on that video for the 911 call saying, this sounds fake. This is fake. This is fake. Bro, that's sad that we're listening to a woman hysterically crying and screaming and saying she just got hit. And the first thing that comes to people's minds is this is scripted because it's kid behind the camera. No wonder his YouTube channel is that bad with the clickbait and lying. Yeah, it gets to a point where it's kind of crazy. I have no idea what's going on or who we're talking about or why we're talking about them. Beefy, shut the hell up. Beefy's cool. Nobody get mad. I don't yell at random people who are new here. I yell at people who've been here and come here and know who I am and I talk to in other chats and communities, and fuck you, Beefy. I'm saying that. Fuck you, Beefy. NASA has launched shuttles in less time than to get these two separated. I can't. Yo, I love live streaming. I love you guys. You guys are literally the main reason I keep doing this trashy ass content. Y'all go in and I love you for it. Even the new people, y'all are funny as hell. I love engaging with the chat. That's why I'm so happy. People clown on me because I'm a small content creator. I like being a small content creator. I don't want my chat having to be put in slow-mo so I can't read your fucking comments. And I don't want you guys to have to pay for me to fucking highlight them either. So, like, I like being small. I like being, like, under the radar a little bit, you know? Because I like to be able to highlight comments and not miss some shit. Even though I don't read all comments because, like, sometimes I just rant and rave and I just completely ignore the chat when I get that like that. So I do apologize for you people if I do that, but I do try to read most of my comments. It happened off camera and people don't see it. People always say you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's true. It's just such a weird, like, such a weird story. That's why everyone's talking about it, because it's weird, right? It's so weird. Why are you guys talking about other people's business? But because what you mean? This man got arrested. That's public information at this point. 911 call release. What you mean? Don't be mad at me because somebody released that shit. Because people want to know if this man's beating his wife or ex-wife. I don't know what they are anymore. I have no idea what they are anymore. Like, is it an ex or are they together? I don't know. If you still getting mad at your soon to be ex-husband talking to other women, or if you're getting mad at your wife, talk about how do you have an affair on your ex-husband? That makes sense. That shit was crazy when I read that. In the police report, he said that she was having an affair, and I'm sitting there like, bro, you guys are supposed to be separating. How is it an affair? I'm very confused. I make a living off other people's business. Shut up, Beef. No, you don't. You're lying. You're lying. Just a fuck job on the side who wears a ring probably. It's very triggering for a lot of people as well. So many find it too dark to cover. That's also how Keemstar can sweep it under the rug so much. I love how at this point Keemstar doesn't even care that he's sweeping. He's like, yeah, everyone says I'm sweeping, but I would know more than you, bro. I remember when he called everyone fucking stupid. You guys are gonna look so stupid. All you haters out there, you YouTubers are gonna look really fucking dumb. I know what happened, guys. You don't. I don't want call drop. So here's what I heard, y'all. Here's what I was told. It went from I know what happened to here's what I was told. That tune twitched up so quick. He had the utmost confidence. He was so confident back in April. He was so fucking confident. 911 call drops. That confidence was like, So guys, this is what I was told by Bridget and Mike. I was told this. The crazy thing about the whole situation, goes back and watch where Michael goes to New Jersey and he screwed up. They're sleeping with Grimm's ex-wife. See, listen, okay? I'm not shaming it. Listen, I like me some plus size men. I like me some thin men, fit men. I like me anybody who has a great personality. All right? You have a great personality. I don't care if you're the size of Boogie. Okay? You got to have a great personality. Because for me, it's about inner beauty. Looking that kid behind the camera, I can't see anything but his fat ass. I can't see anything past his fat ass. So I'm sitting here looking like, when people say that, I'm like, who would look at that man and be like, you're the one for tonight? Like, if we in a club party and I'm looking around, I'm not looking at kid behind the camera at the bar. You're the one. Can you buy me a drink? Like, no, I'm looking at him like, I don't want you to buy me a drink because I feel like you might slip something in there. No. I'm sorry. It's a joke. I'm joking. I'm not accusing him of date raping someone. I'm just making a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I make nervous jokes. Oh, man. Like, can you imagine, like, going to, where was it you said? New Jersey? He admitted that, hold on. He admitted he won this. Yeah, was it, he went to New Jersey. Imagine going to fucking New Jersey, the fucking New Jersey chick. I'm sorry. I have a bias against New Jersey. I don't know why. New Jersey is the smelliest city I've ever smelled. And I'm in Boston, y'all. Okay, when I moved to Florida and I came back to Boston, I smelled the Boston air. It was pretty bad, but like New Jersey has this raunchy fucking landmine fucking smelling like stank to it. I think somebody said it's all the industrial buildings and shit, but New Jersey smells like a fucking landfill. And I think that's what, because I used to mess around with a dude in New Jersey and all the women there were cunts. I mean, I don't know what it was, but a lot of women there, they were just cunts. And I'm like, I could never imagine wanting to drive to New Jersey ever again to be with somebody from New Jersey. Y'all are cunts out there. Y'all are some serious assholes. Y'all are some serious assholes out there, man. I don't know why, but your city stinks and you guys are probably miserable because your city stinks. I don't know. No offense to anyone in the chat from Jersey. I'm sure some of y'all are nice because you probably weren't born in Jersey, okay? Maybe you moved there. Maybe you moved out there for a reason, but Jersey just smells weird. Jersey really. I remember when I drove over to Jersey to see the dude I was seeing out there, man. You knew when you were getting close to New Jersey when the air just started filling your nostrils with a foul stench. You're like, I'm in New Jersey, guys. Not New York. New York doesn't even smell, but you can tell when you're right by the line between New York and New Jersey. You get that smell, and you're like, I'm getting close. New Jersey's right around the corner because it's starting to smell a little stank over He left South Carolina because him and Bridget got into a fight. He got a Uber down there, and bro, that's insane. How many fights these people get into? That's crazy. And imagine putting that out on the internet. Listen, I'll tell you guys things because like when I told you about stories about my past relationships where things have gotten physical and past, like, yeah, you got to leave the relationship and shit. 'Cause like I'm just being honest. I'm being a human. These things happen, but I don't really talk about all that shit. Like, I'm not going to get in a fight with my fucking significant other and be like, guys, you know what? Fuck that motherfucker. Me and him got into an argument last night and I'm mad. Like, bro, I've never done that. That's just weird. Like, you guys are talking about, and when I say you guys, I mean, people came into my chat earlier to talk about why you talk about these people's business and stuff. Well, they put it out there. When you put your business out on the internet, you are subjecting yourself for everyone to have an opinion, which is why you probably shouldn't fucking do that. And then cry about, why are you guys in my business? It's my business. Well, you should have left it off the internet. Why are you guys monetizing your stupid fucking arguments and shit? That's so weird. It's a weird thing. We're going to vlog our toxic relationship. That's crazy. Their marriage is like a truce. I can't with you. That's crazy. That is insane. That's absolutely insane. John Gottman has 2 good books that couples should read. Are you going to tell us those books, or are you just going to type that in there? Pole loves love drama. I mean, I have a drama channel, so I get it, but sometimes you got to look at these things like very like objectively and be like, yeah, y'all are in a toxic relationship. Y'all really need to separate for real. Like, y'all need to really separate for real. I've seen mental illness from Michael since 2018. He breaks shit. He even broke a TV once and then blamed it on Bridget. Yeah, that's crazy. That is insane. Yeah, no, I was with a really shitty ex who was awful to me, which is why I say, like, and situations like, there's no excuse for putting your hands on somebody, really, but like that relationship was awful. It was like awful. I mean, this is somebody who would push your buttons. It's like he wanted me to fucking smack him, dude. Like I don't know why you would like. And when I say that, it's like I'm trying to when people try to walk away, I always tell my partners, like, if we get into a fight and I walk away, just let me fucking walk away so I can calm down, and then we can come back and either talk about it or let it go or whatever. But like, if we're both angry and I walk away, I'm always the one that walks away. Like, I stopped chasing after my boyfriends in fights when I was a fucking teenager, bro. Like, I had to grow up out of that phase. Like, if you're fighting with somebody and they walk away, just fucking let them walk away. And the guys will be like, well, I'm worried about your safety. Well, you should have thought about that before we got in a fight. Let me walk away. I need to take a walk. I need some air. Let me calm down. And men, this is just some advice for you. If your woman walks away, that's a good sign. That means she's not fucking crazy. Like, to that level of crazy. When a woman walks away, they need to calm down. Like, they realize they're being emotional. They don't want to say something they can't take back. They don't want to lash out on you. Let them walk away so they can cool off and get their emotions calm, where they can actually come back and have a conversation with you. Stop chasing these women who are not crazy enough, because most crazy bitches will fight with you. And when you walk away, those ones that chase you, they're crazy. You got to let the chasers go. You got to let the chasers go. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you guys have, everybody fights in their relationships, just a little relationship advice. If you have a chaser, let them go. They're fucking crazy because they're not respecting your boundaries. That is a boundary move when you walk away. Respect each other's boundaries when somebody walks away from an argument. If you're chasing them, you're not respecting that. And that means you're probably in a really shitty, toxic relationship. And that's what happened. My dude would always chase me after a fucking argument when I had to walk away from him. And then he would chase me down, literally sometimes stalk me, bro. Like, I would take my car and drive away, and he would fucking show up where I'm at. And I'm like, this is why we have problems. Why are you here? I left the situation to calm down. And that's kind of what Mike did to Bridget. If you listen to that 911 call, don't chase him. Don't chase him. Don't chase him at all. What's crazy is he acts like he's the man of the house and runs and hides. I mean, if he's making money, he's paying for everything. I think it's safe to say he is a man of the house. Just say it. Just say it. That's possible. I had this ex once. I'm glad they make medication for women like that these days. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it 100. Like women, we are crazy. We're emotional. Some more crazy than others, and a lot of it, like how I am, came with age, right? Like I understand putting hands on somebody is not ideal, but we also are human and we get emotional, and sometimes our hands just do what they do, right? Especially if you're dealing with somebody who is very toxic and abusive. I will say this, right? When they say, oh, well, you know, she hit him, is it possible she could be an abuser? 100%. Women can definitely abuse men. That's a thing I've talked about many times. I hate the misconception that women could not abuse men. I hate when men say, well, I don't hit women. That's fine. I'm not saying you should hit women, but if a woman is hitting you, as a man, you have every right, as a person, fuck the manship, as a person, you have every right to defend yourself. 100% without a question of doubt, you have a right to defend yourself. I tell men all the time, if I hit you, you need to hit me back. You should never let anybody put their hands on you, regardless of their gender, right? So anytime I got into a physical altercation with a significant other, I always anticipate getting fucking hit back. And I'm not saying I kept hitting them. Like, man, sometimes you just gotta fucking pop and then walk away. And it takes a lot to get me there, by the way. It's not like I'm that type of person where I just easily get mad and just swing. No, it takes a lot of poking and prodding. And that's what we call, you know, especially when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, narcissistic abusers really have a tendency, both male and female, by the way, have a tendency of pushing somebody intentionally to strike them so they can cry victim later on. You know, they will verbally abuse you, push your buttons, say the most nastiest things to get the reaction. Then when they get the reaction, usually they're recording it so they can show their friends, look what she did to me. Look what he did to me. Look at how he is. It's a fucked up thing people do all the fucking time. So sometimes I'm sitting there like, if she did actually hit him that night, was it a reaction to him fucking throwing shit at her or fucking, because sometimes too, some people will like get shit thrown at them and just react. That's happened to me once where I had somebody, one of my partners, like charged at me like they were going to do something and I got scared and I just swung. I was like, I'm getting hit, so blap. That's what happened. And like, I felt so bad. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, you can't rush at me like that. Like, I have PTSD, man. I have PTSD. When dudes, especially big dudes, come at me like that, I have PTSD. My fucking instinct, fight or flight, bro. I fight. I fight. Don't rush at me like a fucking bull. Don't come at me like Wings of Redemption, because I will swing on you. I'm just saying. It's a reflex at this point. But anyways, I've talked about this long enough. Almost 2 hours. I got to go. I'm losing viewers. Everyone's getting bored. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate all you new people for showing up. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow, I'm going to make another poll. Unless anything new comes from the Kid Behind a Camera by tomorrow, which I highly fucking doubt. The poll for tomorrow topics are going to be the other 3 ones y'all didn't choose. And I'll post it again. You guys can decide out of those 3. I'll actually post the poll after the stream so you guys have more time to vote. So let me go back to it. So the choices for tomorrow's topics, again, that's if Kid Behind the Camera's drama has no new developments by tomorrow. Tomorrow we could do Power Ranger drama, we could do some Andy Signor drama, or we could just do a gaming chill stream. So we can have that poll for you guys for tomorrow's topic when I stream tomorrow night. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the goddamn community posts. I'm using them now, goddammit. I'm using them now. Lag says I'm new to this. What happened to him? TLDR, in April, he was arrested for domestic violence, and the 911 call from that night was released, and it had his wife or ex-wife, I don't know what they are, Bridget, crying and saying that he hit her. And then there were police report came out that said that he admitted that he hit her, slapped her twice in the face, and that's what really happened. So that's the TLDR. That's the TLDR. But all right, let's see. What do we want to end for the song? Let's see. I don't know why I hit the wrong button. That is not the screen I wanted. There we go. There we go. There we go. What song y'all want to end with? Thank you, WW. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like I said, I talk about random stuff all the time. All the time. I got some interesting topics. If you're looking for something new to talk about and discuss, that is my channel. I talk about all kinds of stuff. Guys, for my regulars, what songs do you want to hear for the ending? Y'all know I got a whole ass playlist. I'll let you guys pick this time. I promise I'll let you pick this time. We can do the Rican Ranger one. We can do the one I opened with. Which one's y'all favorite song to end the show? And if y'all don't say anything in the next 2 seconds, you want to hear the Drama Castle again? Okay. Jillikin said Drama Castle. She's the first one, so I'm going to end with my intro song. So there you guys go. This show has been very diabolical. So have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I am your drama queen, and welcome to the Drama Castle. Overheard them mention hater, not a pretty word like moist or moisture. Wanna quit, but you know I'm a soldier. Try to get me out, you know it's game over. Say it's toxic, chaotic, unhealthy. Always play my cards right, don't test me. I'm not here to play nice, no I can't be. And if you're trying to stop me, that's a guarantee. Too many people try to get me out, and it worked for a second, but I'm back now, better than ever. Welcome to the Drama Castle. I am your drama queen, and welcome to the Drama Castle. You try to stop me, but you can't. Too many people try to stop me, but you can't.